closed and find out the most comfortable place for meditation. Eyes are closed. Find out the right place for meditation and place. Become aware of the world outside. Means what is the world? Just outside your body there is a space. Become aware of the room and everything lying in the room. Everything lying in the room. Why we become aware of items in the room, including the space? Why? We see we are not affected, we are not influenced by any item or object or temperature in the room. Can we say it is a dispassion? Yes. So dispassion is not a big word. It is easy to understand. So that is why I say that become aware of the space, aware of the space all around you. We are just as if you are playing and have a fun. Keep that in your mind. Aware of the space all around and the objects are there, and I'm not influenced by any one of them. So it means I'm aware at the level of the intellect. And then the position of the body. Find out the right position of the body. So what is the right position? Position means no sensation in the body is taking my attention, or whatever the sensations are there, they are supporting me. That is also done by the intellect, that we will understand by intellect. Why you say that? Our senses receive the objects of sensation, mind processes, but the intellect says, okay, I am not dictated by. That is the right position. So we are understanding each and every step. Why we are understanding? Knowledge in the intellect takes care of it. No struggle. If one girl was saying me, that there is a big noise coming from outside my home and I'm disturbed, and she got into stress, extreme stress. And then she went into depression and she used all the means to plug off her ears Come on. Reaction to that sound is accepted by an intellect. So whether you plug off your ears, it will not work. We have to understand why we are given an intellect. Say, I do not want any sound, any form from the ears or eyes. It means what? I am blind and deaf. I am blind and deaf, then I need not to do anything. But the intellect in meditation recognizes the sensation coming from outside, and I am not affected or dictated by them. How it happens? By understanding, by knowledge. By knowledge, by awareness, then it works. So people, continue to plug off their ears and then they say, oh, that is what the meditation is. It is not meditation. And that is how I used to give, and today also we are going to do it. Being comfortable. So you are already settled in a right position, the space around you. Intellect does not invite any likes and dislikes. In that state, you are looking at the neck joint. We are shifting our attention in the stage number one. Attention and awareness from the world outside to inside. That is what we are doing in the first stage. So you are looking at the neck joint mentally, feeling, you're looking inside the neck joint. When the moment you look at inside the neck joint, you will recognize the mind is started living with it. That gives you an experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So we are using these joints as a tool to move the mind within. We are using joints as tools to move the mind within. Why? To see opposite to the world. So we change the direction of the mind. So what happens? The state also changes. How come? Because now the intellect will not create any like or dislike. This practice, maybe it is better to do this practice once a day. After the practice, you need to contemplate what knowledge is hidden so that you can progress into Shiva meditation very fast. So again, see that the moment you look at the shoulder joints, mind becomes aware of the shoulder blades, and you look inside as if from where the joint has started. What happened? Mind was habitually looking at the world. Now it is looking at the shoulder joints. Now it is looking deeper within. You have changed the direction. So the state and experience also changes. And that experience is, I define as sensation, comfort, and steadiness without doing anything. You are shifting your attention. It means what? You are outside your home and now you are inside the home. That is all. Or to better, you were looking outside, now you're looking inside. Look at the hip joint. Be aware, experience, looking deep inside the hip joint and experiencing sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So you see that in being comfortable, in being comfortable, we are changing the direction. Intellect does not invite likes or dislikes. Then the mind says, I am okay. That okay is nothing but sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So, in that state, let us be carefree. Again, the carefree is also a passive. First, look or feel or know thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Just look at them. Look at them means you are you are aware of it. You are aware of them all, one after the other. That too is good. One after the other means a thought comes and goes. Second thought comes and goes. So, where is the problem? One thought comes, it goes, but the memory of that thought remains. Why? Intellect has some likes or dislikes. Oh, intellect, yes. So that is why you have heard many a times from other teachers also, let thought come and let it go. So it means the memories related to that thought should also go. Oh, should also go, and okay. That is the meaning of being carefree. This is in one way. And the second way, what is the second way? You look or aware of a thought is the first lane. You know it, that is the second lane. So if you discern or viveka, what is viveka? First is the thought and feeling. Second is knowing it. And once you know it means we have two lanes. I have discussed this. So the lane two, that is intellect, at present is not participating in the thought, feeling, and emotions. Oh, that is being carefree, yes. After all, thought has an object. Object, knowledge of an object, so my intellect says it clearly. Lane 1, thoughts, feeling, and emotions. Lane 2, the intellect knows them all. Lane 3 is behind the two lanes. Am I aware of the thoughts and the knower? What is this? This is meditation. It can happen anytime. It can happen anytime. Hmm. So even if you repeat this stays three steps, being being place, position, posture, being comfortable and carefree during the days, couple of times during the day, it will take you deeper. Let us move to the next step. Is simple. Again, it is the passive. So we put the mind into a field of awareness where is the real self. And I gave you that smaller practice maybe years ago. So look at the entire world. We have not to fight with the world. Look at the entire world. How you look at the world, simple. The space outside the body, then you see the room, then items in the room, then items in the room, then beyond that room, so we find relations, people, time, etc. That is our neighbor number one from outside. Now, just bring your awareness on the physical body. you are still aware where you are, but your attention is on the body. That is our second neighbor. Why they are neighbors? They come and go. Now I'm aware of the body, so the world, I'm not fully aware of the world. I have semi awareness. Let us look at the breath. Keep looking at the breath. The Buddha used this tool. If I'm absorbed into awareness of the breath, what is going to happen? The first two neighbors are gone. If I'm fully absorbed into awareness of, if I say, the flow of the breath, what happens? The first two neighbors are gone or forgotten or semi aware. You see, both the words I'm using. So, when the mind is fully aware of the flow of the breath without any change, we clearly recognize the world as the first neighbor and the body is the second neighbor. But the breath is the third neighbor, the prana. What is the fourth neighbor? Crazy mind. So, the way the world comes and goes, okay, the way the body takes birth and goes, the way the breath is coming and going, same way the thought comes and goes. That is the mind. Same way these thoughts come and go? Answer is yes. But why it remains? Because of intellect has likes and dislikes. So you are just aware, oh, thought is coming. That is our fourth neighbor. Fourth neighbor is the mind. But who recognizes the fifth neighbor? We cannot see. Eye does not have any shape. It is a field, in the field of awareness, there is an I-ness. And the intellect is also there. So, yes, I am, I know, I'm the knower. That is what the intellect and the ego is. And what is the sixth neighbor? Oh, the sixth neighbor is ignorance. What do you mean? So simple. Do you know real self? No, that is ignorance. That is ignorance, that is also delusion, that is also the impurity of the mind at different level. What is beyond that? Beyond that is the real self. That is what we reveal, that is revealed in meditation. So you see, that is how we change our perception knowledge. The world of name in the form, time in the space, objects in the people. That is how I define myself with examining the world outside. Then the same world in a different permutation and combination is the physical body, is the second neighbor. At the subtler level, that is our third neighbor is the breath. Subtler level, that is where the mind has the thought, feeling, and emotions pertaining to the world. And that is how it creates I-ness in the thought. And that results into ignorance. The mind seems to be understanding, and then there is a clarity. In that clarity, it is very important to put any Shanti mantra. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. May there be happiness for all. That is the meaning. So now we reflect on it. What is the reflect on it? Uh, what is reflection? Reflection by intellect. The word, body, breath, mind, intellect, ego, and egos seem to be different in different individuals. But what is behind all of them is one state of happiness. How can we say? We are all searching for happiness, including the animals, insects, and the ants. We are changing our perception. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Meaning, may there be peace for all. In the same way, just reflect on the peace. Is there any being, living being, which is not seeking the peace? If I'm seeking the peace in a wrong way, in a delusion, obviously I will suffer. So that is what the Eastern wisdom teaches us. You are reflecting on the peace is the essential nature of every being. Ant an insect does not know. Because of the intellect, I know, and I want to discover that. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Meaning, let I should perceive the completeness and the wholeness in me and every being. Wholeness, when I see the wholeness in me, can the mind run after any desire outside? Answer is no. Just see wholeness. So the mind will not trigger any thought of an object and it will not run outside. So that mind is settled, and when it settles, then only it can remove the ignorance and the delusion. Sarvesham. But anyhow, we say anyhow. What we say? Yes, at least Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May there be auspiciousness for all. So intellect says, I have understood peace, happiness, and wholeness. All together have created a state of auspiciousness. What is auspiciousness? A good state, a simple and a natural state in which I can continue the journey of self discovery. In modern term, it is not that you create a sacred space. We are not creating, we are entering into that sacred space. And now we will move into the stage 2, in which we will do the pranayama, pratyahara, and dharana. 3 steps together. Pranayama, you already know. Pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses from their objects. And dharana. Dharana, in Patanjali, we say power to hold on. So the power to hold on, no issue. You look deep inside the forehead in the space. You are aware of the space inside the forehead, and in that space you pick any point in the space, and at that point you drop Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And when you are saying Om Namah Shivaya, then check that body is comfortable, mind is carefree, and because mind is carefree, and you are dropping the mantra at a point in the space. Where is that? Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. So that is all, not both the together, Pratyahara and the Dharana. Both are together. Oh, because the mind is moved inside and you are using. So, but not only that, we will do the belly breathing with sensation, comfort, and steadiness in the body. Only the moves in belly moves like a balloon, and it squeezes with every breath. So all the aspects together, maintain the sensation, comfort, and steadiness, dropping Om Namah Shivaya deep inside the forehead at a point and start breathing long in the hissing breath from the belly. And constantly allowing you are still doing Om Namah Shivaya, body is still in the state of stillness, and you continue breathing. All aspects of the practice continues. Om Namah Shivaya also continues. Don't forget that belly breathing continues, Om Namah Shivaya continues, awareness of the space continues, and the stillness in the body continues. So we are basically challenging the mind consciously. So when you challenge the mind consciously, you do not invite any stress. We are we are challenging the mind consciously. By living in sensation, comfort, and steadiness, by being comfortable and carefree, by looking inside the head in the space, and dropping the mantra. Mind will definitely say it is not possible, but make it possible. Mind is deluded, will say it is not possible. Make it possible means delusion is gone. This is our first step of the second stage. Resistance is there, you endure it by an intellect. Let the intellect say, oh, mind, you are in delusion, that's why you are stopping it. And when you endure it, then there is a joy of doing it. And now stop this. We did only for 5 minutes today. Now you look at the flow of the breath at the tip of the nose. It is always, I have believed that the flow of the breath in your case will be equal flow of the breath through both the nostrils. If it is not, even then you need not to worry. Looking at the flow of the breath, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath, in the state of stillness in the body, you are looking at the flow of the breath and you are knowing which flow is less, which flow is more, but keep your awareness on the flow of the breath. When the flow of the breath is equal, when the flow of the breath is equal, that you notice what it means. It means the third eye, your perception is behind the mind. So just continue. This also, we are not doing anything. We are just looking at the breath, looking at the flow of the breath, looking at the flow of the breath. You are also aware, you are also aware of sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the body, and you may experience as if the mind is living within. So when you compare with the six neighbors, mind may be on the body and experiencing, maybe tingling, numbness. So at least it is within. But your breath, you are aware of the flow of the breath. If it is on the flow of the breath, still the mind is living within, with reference to two neighbors outside. So that what it takes time, but now we are understanding. So it is on the mind and you witness thought, feeling, and emotions, thought, feelings, and not affected by it, not affected by the mind is still living within. Mind is still living within, like this. Just keep your awareness on the flow of the breath. Looking at the flow of the breath, but also you will be aware of the body or the world outside or the mind. Yes, it is possible. So we can make out, oh, mind is enjoying that state of living within. We check it now. Move the mind on the entire body, on the skin of the body, from the top of the head to the toes, and experience a sensation, maybe tingling, numbness, relaxation, and stillness. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So, in sensation, relaxation, stillness, there is a space also outside. Basically, it is a space, then sensation, then relaxation, and then stillness. We are using the intellect as much as we can. Sensation and the space. Without space, you cannot have the sensation. And then the sensation takes us to the world outside. But not at this time. And it is because the relaxation is there, because the mind is looking within. Why it is there? The change of direction and change of state. Okay, so if it is looking within, let us look inside the body. So there I gave you a signature step. Explore any sensation inside the body. It is the state of calmness and space inside the body. It is the state of quietness. You may see the relaxation, stillness, calmness, quietness almost appears and experienced as the same, but it is not. Relaxation, I relax, but still I have a pain in the body, so pain is very near to me. Stillness is deeper than the relaxation. Calmness is much deeper than the relaxation and stillness. Quietness of the space, awareness of the space within. You see that why I said mind is holding on to that space inside. So that is deeper, much deeper than the sensation, relaxation, stillness, calmness. So now check where you are. So when we have that state of the quietness, we find a kind of self-absorption. Sensation is there in the body, yes. Any sensation will do. Do not change and do not worry. So at least mind is overwhelmingly aware of the sensation in the body. One thing is clear, the mind is looking inside. Mind has changed the direction. Very good. And then you're where do you're experiencing the sensation in the body. And that sensation, it is giving us an idea of relaxation. So sensation and relax. So in relaxation, we know when we start falling into deep sleep, from the waking state, we find some kind of tingling and the numbness or the freezing of the body, or lightness in the body or heat. All those experiences may also come here. So you examine all your experiences here. The experiences of sensation with the space. So if the space is not there, you will not. Experience of relaxation with variety of sensation, and also the experience of stillness. That also indicates the mind is moving within. An experience of calmness. Calmness, I told you, the thought, feeling, and emotions are far. Thoughts are far, but you know this particular thought disturbs me. But still, you are not disturbed. In the experience of quietness, you see these thoughts too far from you to disturb you. They lose their power to cause any distraction. So we have an object. We have an object of sensation. We have an object of relaxation. We have an object of stillness, object of space, and the sensation is there. So, object of relaxation is there, object of stillness is there, object of calmness is there, object of quietness is there. So, intellect can move consciously on these objects, objects of sensation, object of relaxation. Relaxation is also an object to the mind, that's why we know. We are experiencing the relaxation, or the stillness, or the calmness, or the quietness. So, again, you can stay if you want to expand the practice. So you can continue to stay in these 5 or 6 experiences of stillness, of space, and the sensation of relaxation, of calmness and quietness. Why, that we will definitely understand. You may have a glimpse of it, but you will understand that. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms, know your experiences, and bring the hands